Hello, today I have some completely underrated makeup and skincare products to share with you. I don't see these being talked about and I think they're pretty fantastic, so I wanted to show them some love. Welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into these underrated beauty products I think you need to know about. I love finding a really good micro brow pencil or pen that mimics brow hairs as closely as possible because my brows are pretty sparse and they're uneven from one another, and there are areas that I need to fill in and I just want it to look as natural as possible. And even better if that brow product is priced really nicely. So NYX launched a new brow pencil that I've been loving. This is the Brow Blade and Shade Nano Brow Mechanical Pencil. And this is a little bit different than any other brow pencil I've seen. It has this 2-in-1 precise tip that allows you to use the top edge of the pencil to define and create those hair-like strokes. Now, I tried to get an application shot of me using this brow pencil, but I never can tell how my angles turn out. But what you need to know is that this does a really nice job of giving me nice hair-like strokes using a really light hand. It's not a waxy pencil. I find using a lighter hand works better to give me those fine strokes. And if I need to tone down the pigment a little bit, I just swipe the spoolie through after. And the other part of that 2-in-1 tip is that you can flip the tip to the wide side and do some shading if you're someone who likes to do that too. I wear shade ash brown. It's a great shade for me. It doesn't lean red like a lot of medium or light brown shades can. It's got a nice neutral tone to it. There are, of course, other shades to choose from. I've had really great luck with NYX brow products in general, and this is no exception. And I just haven't heard anybody really talking about this, and I think it's really great. IT Cosmetics has extended their Confidence in a Cream line to include one focused on protecting and repairing the skin barrier. I've been really into skin barrier focused creams at night, and I've been testing this one out for several weeks on my sensitive skin with rosacea, and it's been working phenomenally well. A compromised skin barrier can often be the cause of many of our skin problems, so keeping it intact or repairing it if it's compromised can solve a lot of issues. So this is the Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost. It's ultra gentle, lightweight, and fragrance free, and it's supposed to deliver 100 hours of hydration. I'm guessing by that they mean that even after you wash your face, it's just penetrated so deeply that that hydration just remains, and it's supposed to strengthen and soothe even the most sensitive skin. I know it's been working really well for mine. You can use it morning and night. I've been using this mostly at night, but I did try it during the day to see how well it worked under makeup, and it did work really, really nicely. So in addition to the benefits of ceramide and this 1% vitamin F complex, it also has linoleic acid, which is a natural fatty acid that helps minimize acne and accelerated aging by supporting your skin barrier, as well as vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, which also helps with barrier function and minimizing the look of pores, and helps reduce inflammation and helps with the look of overall skin texture. And it has squalane and glycerin to hydrate and moisturize. So there are all kinds of really nice hydrating ingredients in here, and it just sinks into my skin so nicely and feels hydrating yet lightweight at the same time. Now, the reason why I've been using this at night personally is because my skin is combination oily. So I do get shine breakthrough in my T-zone, even though the perimeter of my face is normal and can have some dry areas. So my daytime cream of choice is actually the IT Cosmetics gel oil cream, the one in the blue jar. I'm about to start, I think it's my 3rd jar of that particular cream. I really have had great success with all of IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream formulas, and they do provide a chart breaking down the differences. The regular cream worked really nicely, but I think I kind of prefer this one. If you want something fragrance free, this is the one that I would go for. It is relatively new. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it yet, but the regular IT Cosmetics cream is loved by many. It's been a bestseller for a really long time, and I think this is every bit as good, if not better, because it does focus so much on skin barrier function. I want to take a brief moment to thank Nodpod for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I do have a temporary savings code for you and a short story as to how this came to be that involves my mother-in-law. So I was shopping for Christmas presents and happened to see one of these cylinders with the original Nodpod weighted blanket for your eyes, which I was familiar with but had never tried. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna grab that for my mother-in-law as a part of her Christmas gift, and if she likes it, I'm gonna buy myself one. And a couple weeks after Christmas, she called me raving about it. I was getting ready to order myself one because I'm all about anything that will help me sleep better because my sleep has been so erratic. And I noticed an email from Nodpod that day in my inbox asking about a collaboration. And I told them that I was actually thinking about buying myself one, and I really need to see how I like it, if it works for me first, which I always do. So I asked them if I could try out their silk and regular version, and they said absolutely. And after trying both of them out and having them work so well for me, I ended up buying 2 more for upcoming gifts. So if you're not familiar with Nodpod, it gives you the benefits of a weighted blanket in a sleep mask with a strap-free design that can be used in any sleeping position. And the signature 4-pod design hits all of the key pressure points for natural stress relief. The reason why things like weighted blankets and weighted sleep masks work so well is because when gentle pressure is applied to the body, it has an incredible calming effect. You can actually feel the effects of this within 3 minutes. It's not something you have to keep on all night. It's designed to help you gently fall asleep. So it's okay if it rolls or falls off during the night. You can just toss it to the side, or you can just place it back on. That's how it's designed. Now, I usually keep one in the freezer for headache relief. If I happen to get a headache, it stays soft and flexible, and I keep one out and I just kind of rotate them. Nodpod helps me go to sleep faster. I find my thoughts can really get going as I'm just laying there, and this helps me. It's a female-owned company, and 1% of all sales is donated to support mental health, and you can save 20% site-wide with my code Stephanie20. Let's talk about what's on my eyes and my cheeks. A few weeks ago, I picked up a few things from the brand Neen, which is Janine Lobel, the founder of Stila's new brand. If the rest of her products are as good as the mascara, multi-purpose cream blush and lip, and the multi-purpose cream eyeshadows and highlighters, I don't know why more people aren't talking about this brand. Now, I did hear some buzz around the mascara, but I think I like these better. First of all, the brand itself is a sustainable brand. Everything's in eco-friendly packaging, and that was the first thing I noticed. The first product I tried was the Going Rouge multi-purpose cream blush and lip. The shade that I have is Pose, which is described as a vibrant berry, and you can see that it and the eyeshadow I'll show you here in a minute is encased in this flexible silicone packaging. I just thought that was so unique. If you drop it, it won't get damaged, and when you're finished, you can just pop this out and pop in a new refill. You can apply this over your bare skin, over foundation, sandwiching it in between your foundation and powder, and you can also apply it over powder. It's very pigmented, but blends out effortlessly. I find that dabbing a tiny bit on and then just blending it out in circular motions, expanding it outwards, works best, and it gives this sort of airbrushed, blurred look that's so beautiful, and it never breaks up my makeup underneath when I do apply it over foundation or powder. I didn't apply any more after I set my makeup with powder, and it still peeks through beautifully, and it gives a natural flushed effect. It also has jojoba castor seed and rosehip oil, so you get some nice skin benefits too. And I have the Pretty Shady multi-purpose eyeshadow and highlighter in Blink, which is a rose gold shimmer, and do not be afraid of the word shimmer if you usually find them unflattering, because this is an effortless cream formula that just swipes over your lid with one swipe and blends out easily and looks beautiful. It doesn't crease. I almost want to say it's a cream to powder formula, but it doesn't ever look powdery. It just looks absolutely beautiful. And it's made with ethically sourced mica, and I dropped my mascara on the floor, so let me get it and we'll talk about that. Now, I had heard some raves for the Pretty Extra mascara, but I'm always skeptical of that because I tend to feel the opposite since my lashes are so fine, thin, and stick straight and typically don't hold a curl unless I put a thin layer of a waterproof mascara or a really good primer underneath. So in the clips I'm about to show you, I curled my lashes so you could see what they looked like just with nothing on them. And then on this eye, I put one thin layer of my Judy Doll waterproof mascara to help hold my curl. And then on this side, I am only applying the Neen Pretty Extra. This mascara does have a pretty wet formula. I do scrape some off of the brush before applying it. It applies very easily and it contains argan oil and castor oil to keep your lashes shiny, hydrated, and soft. Some mascaras, especially wet formulas that need to be combed through, I mean, I usually have to comb my mascaras through because my lashes are pretty clump prone since they are pretty thin, but they can leave your lashes feeling pretty stiff, but my lashes feel very, very soft and feathery. So this is one layer. I don't know how you feel about the curl on either side. I feel like the curl on the side with the waterproof mascara underneath looks more curled. Now that eye is slightly more downturned, so you may not, but there is still a significant flare to the Neen side, even on its own. I was really, really surprised at how well this holds my curl because many times mascaras that have water as their first ingredient just make my lashes completely straighten back out. I do hit the base of my lashes on this side, the Neen mascara only side, with my curler just to give them a little bit of a lift. And then I applied another layer and this is what we end up with. And I really like this mascara both over a waterproof mascara and over itself, but I do need to hit it with a lash curler once it's fully dried in between those layers. I feel like this mascara gives me really nice everyday length and volume. It's a very black mascara. It has some nice ingredients in it. It doesn't irritate and it doesn't flake or smudge. I was a big Stila fan back in the early 2000s, back in its heyday. I can't tell you how many products I had from Stila and I can't wait to try more from Neen. I am impressed with these, especially these two. I just don't know why more people aren't talking about it yet. It's really good. I don't remember in which video I initially shared Focallure Lifting Mascara. I originally bought this because I love Judy Doll Curling Mascara, that viral mascara that I thought was going to be gimmicky for really getting to the root of my fine, thin lashes that don't hold a curl. It keeps them curled beautifully on an everyday basis, either under regular volumizing and lengthening mascaras that would otherwise straighten my lashes or on its own. And this has a similar, very, very thin wand, but you can see that this has bristles as opposed to a metal wand. And this is a little bit less money. I mean, Judy Doll is already a really nice price, but this is even better. And it gives you this little flip out lash comb, which I didn't think was going to work because it's not metal. I much prefer a metal lash comb, but it works really nicely. So you have this really tiny 2mm skinny brush that reaches every lash, even the teeny tiny lashes that are hard to reach in the corners of your eyes, plus these fibers and this waterproof formula. And it does a fantastic job of keeping my lashes lengthened, lifted, and curled all day long, either worn alone or under other regular mascaras that I wouldn't be able to wear because they would straighten my lashes right back out. I got this through Yes Style. I want to say it's $5 or $6. I saw a blurb on there saying that Yes Style offers refunds for custom related taxes and fees under $1,000, at least right now. So I just wanted to share this because I think it's fantastic and it's such a great price. Everyone talks about the Judy Doll mascara, which is fantastic, but this is every bit as good and it is a little bit less. When it comes to vitamin C serums, my sensitive skin is just very, very picky and can't tolerate a lot of them. I will get a rosacea flare up very, very quickly. My skin will let me know when it doesn't like a vitamin C serum, but not only that, I am very picky because a lot of them aren't compatible with other skincare or makeup that I'm using. They can pill or feel heavy or greasy. The formulations just aren't right. I'm sure you get what I'm talking about if you have sensitive skin, or if you've just tried formulations that you just don't like the way they feel or interact with other products that you use. So when I find really good vitamin C serums, I always get a little bit excited. And this one is a really, really good one. I actually can't get over how much I've been enjoying Frey See Me Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I've tried a lot of vitamin C serums and I have never tried one with this texture. It has this concentrated waterless formula that is a kind of a lightweight gel consistency that almost feels like applying a silicone-based primer, but not in a bad way. It just feels very smoothing. The first time I ever tried it, I thought because of the way it applied that it was gonna pill, but it doesn't. It never does. It feels very smoothing when I apply it, yet hydrating at the same time, but it doesn't feel oily. It almost seems to balance and softly mattify and smooth my skin. It has argan oil, which provides antioxidant protection through vitamins A and E and nourishes and hydrates through fatty acids. It has a highly concentrated, powerful formulation of vitamin C that remains in your skin cells, I think they say up to 80 times longer than L-ascorbic acid, and has 4 times the effect on skin to help brighten, reduce dark spots, pigmentation, and smooth lines. It also has this anti-inflammatory antioxidant extracted from chamomile that enhances the absorption of other ingredients, which helps make this product more effective overall, and something called oleoactive, which is a new generation of oil-extracted bioactive complexes. It's the first 100% natural and biocertifiable cosmetic active ingredient, scientifically proven both in vitro and in vivo, to ensure that this penetrates deeply within the skin so that you get maximum benefit. I've been using this as my default vitamin C lately when I'm not testing out something else. I think this would be great for all skin types. There's no added synthetic fragrance, but it does have a really nice, light, pleasant, citrusy scent, which I really enjoy, especially in a sea of hot dog smelling vitamin C serums. I have a running list of really good, shelf-stable, effective vitamin Cs that work well on my sensitive skin, that don't smell like hot dogs on my face all day, either smell like nothing or have a nice pleasant scent. Vitamin C has come a long way, and I just don't want to smell like hot dogs, and I don't want to have to use up my vitamin C within a couple of months before it starts to go rancid. And this is going towards the top of that list. I think this is fantastic, and I don't know why more people aren't talking about it unless they just don't know about it. I think it was last summer when I discovered and raved about K-Skin's body spray sunscreen. I have dry body skin, and most sunscreens, especially after being out in the sun, dry my skin out further. And it not only has a fantastic mist and smells good, but it keeps my skin moisturized like a lotion. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I have another really great skincare product from K-Skin. This is the Deep Water Hydrating and Smoothing Body Cream. This is powered by sea moss, which is a nutrient-rich seaweed that hydrates, protects, and supports the skin, and it has some really beneficial ingredients. It's also lightly scented, very lightly scented, with K-Skin's signature scent. It's a blend of grapefruit and vanilla extracts, and it hydrates and soothes your skin. So they say the light is air texture, quickly absorbs and moisturizes dry or sun-exposed skin. I mean, I would say it moisturizes your everyday skin too, and you can see it does quickly absorb. But I would say this has more of a cream lotion consistency. I think you can see that by how it's squeezed out of the tube. That would be the one thing I would change about this, because this does have a thicker texture and my hands get kind of slippery as I'm applying it to my body. My hands start slipping on the tube and it becomes hard to squeeze out because of the thick texture. So I end up putting it on my counter and sort of pressing down on it, and you can see it's got some bends in it. So I think they need to either increase this opening or change the packaging somehow. I mean, what I get out of it is really, really nice, and it keeps my skin moisturized without feeling greasy. The scent doesn't overwhelm so that it competes with any perfume I'm wearing or anything like that. It gets rid of any ashiness I get on my body. So I really, really do love this product. It's another product from K-Skin that has been a success. I would just make some alterations to this packaging, but I wouldn't let that deter you if you're someone with dry skin year-round or in the summer or when you're out in the sun, whenever that is. This is really, really nice and lightweight lightweight and not greasy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and massage that right into my hands in between these two segments and let that sink in. I mean, it just is a great hand lotion too. I didn't realize until I had been using YSE Like a Gloss Hydrating Lip Mask for a while that this is Molly Sims' company. Not that that makes any difference, I just found that kind of interesting. This is a 3-in-1 formula that's supposed to give you the restorative benefits of a lip mask, the shine of a gloss, and the nourishment of a lip balm. I didn't try this for a while because there are very few lip products, lip balms, lip masks that are in jars or pots requiring me to dip my finger or a spatula into that I really love. But one day I decided to try it and I was pleasantly surprised. I don't really notice a scent, but it has a nice sweet taste to it that I really enjoy. I blotted the shine down from the lip product I had on earlier and dabbed a small amount of this on my lips just so you could see the shine. You can dab it over lip liner, bare lips, whatever you want, and it gives nice shine without feeling sticky or goopy. It has a nice thin texture. It's very comfortable. And between that and the taste and the fact that I don't have to dig my finger into a narrow opening, the mouth of the jar is nice and wide. I just really enjoy applying this whenever, daytime, nighttime. I'm really glad I finally tried it, is basically what I'm trying to say. And I find it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It hydrates, soothes, and supports the skin barrier. My lips feel really great when I use this regularly. Now, I do use other lip balms, but I've been incorporating this too. It has hyaluronic acid, coconut oil, shea butter, and 2 antioxidants, vitamin E, which helps moisturize and keeps your lips soft and supple, and jojoba oil, which is rich in fatty acids and helps lock in moisture, nourish, and reduces the appearance of fine lines, which I am all for. A little bit goes a long way too. I've been using this a lot and I've barely made a dent. This is kind of a surprise for me that I've really been enjoying. To see more products I've been loving lately, be sure to check out this video. And if you enjoyed this and found it helpful, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.